Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Just kind of chilling out around the house. It's a gray day. My water's off. There was a busted pipe up in town, so they've been working on that and haven't had any water all morning. So luckily I did have a little bit so I could wash my hands, put my contacts in. I usually as a backup keep a couple of big jugs full of water for just such a situation. And I don't know, don't have too much for the afternoon. Would have probably gone to the gym today if it wasn't for the water thing, because I definitely want to go to yoga late afternoon. And if I go to the gym and get crazy sweaty and then don't have water, then I don't want to go to a yoga class all funky. But anyhow, it's kind of funny, you know, as I've talked, I think I mentioned in a video, I can't remember things I mentioned in videos versus things that I've just posted online, so bear with this senile old man. But I think I did, I know I've mentioned in a video that my house sold. The owner sold my house and I am looking for new adventures, new ideas. And as I've told a few friends of mine, it's just interesting, and I was kind of laughing at that this morning, although all the people are well-meaning, you know, but several people have like sent me messages. These are friends of mine, like real friends that I know, saying, "Oh man, so sorry that you lost your house." Man, this thing's an opportunity. This is probably, it's always good to shake things up. It's always good to change the energy. And quite frankly, I sometimes need that kick in the pants. I can get stagnant if left to my own devices. You guys probably noticed a little bit. I'm kind of in like in a transition. You know, I'm like kind of willy-nilly. What am I going to do? Am I going to start doing these retreats? Am I going to start doing these vacations? The reason I simply haven't done anything is I'm still figuring it out. And I get some good suggestions. And let me just explain something real quick to people that make good suggestions and I take a lot of points from it. And I actually am thinking how to apply that. But like some people suggested I do a certain thing, you know, which would appeal to more people. But also, I don't necessarily want to put out the bait and attract the kind of people that's not what I'm really wanting to do. So, you know, when people go on vacation, they have visions, or everybody does a vacation their way. And I don't necessarily want to do the very formal tick, 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 scheduled everything. Now, that's not meaning, I think some people take that to mean that it's just going to be willy-nilly and it's not going to be organized. I do vacations quite well. I did them quite well. I'm a good host. Anyhow, I'm not in here to talk about the vacations. I'm just telling you why it's been taking a process. But what I looked at this is opportunity for me. And like I say, I'm hoping this is going to shake up my whole life in general, which will translate to the channel, you know, and just start out, you know, I went down to the beach for a week and I think I'm going to probably be back down there for another week or 10 days. Helping when one of the owners goes to the States, like kind of watching the place with the others. But I want to start doing this. I want to get out more. You know, I've done some videos from San Jose in the first quarter of this year. And I'd like to get out and do more. There's waterfalls here. I want to shake this channel up. I want to make it a little bit more exciting instead of just an old man with gray beard in a room. And I'm going to do that. So this has turned out to be a really good thing. It's like making me explore possibilities, and everything I've found so far is good. I'm going up to the city, sort of to the city. It's where our airport is right now, our international airport. It's not actually in San Jose proper. It's out towards an area called Alajuela. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed because this place is phenomenal. I might be doing a house sit in this little town called Alajuela, in this 5-bedroom house that's just got the most spectacular views and amazing spaces to do yoga. So I would amp my energy up just by being there. Just being there for a couple of months would be huge. Would be huge for my peace of mind, my yoga practice, for just everything in my life. I'm not going to get my hopes up on that one. I'm not one of those anymore. I don't go, you know, getting all excited at some possibility. But the next step happened. The friend of mine that's kind of offering this, or possibly going to offer this, thinking about it, just messaged me a little while ago and said, "Hey, do you want to go up and check out the house on Friday?" So that would be really, really nice. That's kind of what I like. That's what I'm hoping for. But the backup plan is not bad at all. Not bad at all. The backup plan is not my... I just had a couple that was down here for 3 months, you know, the first 3 months of the year. But before that, I had another roommate that had been with me for almost almost a year, right around a year. And he has moved up to a little mountain town called Sarchi. Anybody wants to check it out, it's Sarchi. You can Google it. Sarchi, Costa Rica. It's a very quaint little town. It's up in the mountains. It's at higher elevation. I don't know exactly the elevation. I want to say that I Googled it and it was about 3,000 feet. So we're talking cooler nights, and that's what I need. You know, I'm coming back to the beach. Okay, to kind of wrap this up and talk about the plans is, the reason I will do this, this is not permanent, neither one of these are permanent things, no matter what. Like, you know, Alajuela, and the one in Alajuela, the house that's a house that's for sale. Now, I would probably do some Airbnb in the time that it's, you know, until it sells, but it's not permanent. Sarchi is not permanent. Sarchi would be a place for me to go and just soak up some nice energy, be cooler for a while. I was telling a good friend of mine who does awesome mountain biking trips down here, another connection I've got, that I'm just tired of sweating all the time, every day. I wake up with a different energy in the morning those times when I'm in the city. I'm ready to do more stuff. I'm more physical because I'm not just like be oppressed by the sweating all day long. I like to get my sweat on, but I don't necessarily like to sweat 24/7. So it'd be nice. Both of these possible options are in elevation. They're cooler weather. It's going to be, either one will be good. But what I'm getting at, and to wrap this up at, I think more people, like I know a lot of cool places in Costa Rica without ever touching your foot on the beach. But I know that people love the beach. They want to see that beach. I'm going to need that base at the beach. You know, there's the surfing, there's the active stuff. So the kind of longer term plan right now is to have the time. I don't like to do anything under the gun. I don't like to be rushed to make decisions. So if I'm in Sarchi or if I'm in Alajuela, I can put the feelers out to find exactly the house I want here in Playa Jaco. And that would be something that's a little bit of a step up from this. Like, I love this house, but I know people from North America, especially, y'all a little she up there. Y'all need everything all soft and comfortable and So I do need to probably get a little bit higher quality house to go Airbnb and to possibly even offer packages, whether they're healing, food related, yoga related, or whatever. It's just time to step up the game in the house. And I might even eventually, tick, 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 get one going, tick, 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 have an Airbnb in more than one location. Anyhow, though, don't ever let, you know, anytime things happen, try to find that. Like I say, the second I got the email, I didn't even hesitate it didn't even take a minute to register that this was a positive thing. From the second I got the email telling me that the house had sold and asking me to make other accommodations. And my landlord was very nice about it and giving me time to get my stuff together. Would have even given me more time. I just didn't need it. So always look for the opportunities. Now, this wasn't a disappointment for me, but if I could have looked at it in the beginning like, oh God, I got to do this and that, but opportunities, it's pushing me. It's making me get out of my comfort zone. Oh, and one last thing, and then I'm really going to end this up. The biggest thing it's doing is I'm going to get really lean with this move. Very, very lean. I'm cutting my stuff. There's like three different layers of stuff. Some stuff that I really like, some books that are important to me, some shoes, a few clothes going to the States, a lot of stuff getting thrown away, a few things getting sold, and the rest is what I leave with. And I want what I'm leaving with to be as lean as possible, all just necessary items. I don't want any extra weight. And that'll make it easier for me if opportunities pop up. When you're carrying when you got a bunch of possessions, when you're carrying a bunch of stuff with you, it slows you down. Possessions slow you down. Anyhow, just thought I'd talk about that a little bit. If you like that one, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel and come down and hang. You know, I don't have to have a physical location at the time. I've been here 17 years. I know this country. I know some cool little spots. Love you guys. Peace.